43. If you don't know what that number represents, I'm about to let you know. That actually is how many kisses between Haruka and Yu has had in this series so far just on episode 6. Episode 6, and they've already had that much. Oh my lord, that is a crazy amount of kissing for a Yuri or even a romance anime. So, wow. They're gonna probably break record levels of kissing scenes in an anime if they keep this up. Now, anyways, this episode had some really nice, good moe quality comedy to it, especially with the animation. They seem to have toned down the fan service quite a bit in this episode, which was good. The only fan service to be seen in this episode, I would say, would just be the kissing scenes. There actually was not a lot of kissing scenes in this episode. Yes, there was a crazy amount of kissing at the end of the episode, but that was really the only major sections of kissing in this episode, besides Shizuku and Kotone actually kissing right at the beginning of the episode. And I want to talk about those two characters first, before I get into Haruka and Yu's actual character development of this episode. I will say, Kotone and Shizuku's actual characters feel a lot more mature compared to Haruka and Yu's characters. I mean, they feel like their romance has been through a lot of hardships already, and that they are more connected as characters, and they work a lot better with their chemistry. I'm not going to say I don't like Haruka and Yu. They're really great characters, so I'm not going to put them down. But if you're looking at the different couples that are brought to the table in this anime with different Yuri couples, like now we're going to be having Kaede and Yuzu actually having forming a couple soon, since we get to see a little bit of Yuri fan service this episode between them. I think each couple, the 3 different couples in the soccer trick, are going to represent different aspects of romance. Like, Haruka and Yu is the outgoing, like, keeping everything hidden and behind the scenes and trying to take risk. Like, we see a lot of that in the past 2 episodes. I think Shizuku and Kotone are more of the couple that are mature, don't talk about it, but at the same time they're more passionate with each other. And I feel Kaede and Yuzu is more of, like, protective type couple, where you see pretty much Kaede protecting Yuzu all the time. So I like that a lot. I love the different aspects of the way they're trying to go with it. I don't know if that's their exact plan with it, but that's the way it feels to me. Now, I will say, this episode was very enjoyable, had a lot of heart-touching moments, and I felt like the entire delusions of Haruka, once again, were freaking absolutely hilarious. I mean, getting to see Haruka, see a freaking Yu and Haruka baby, that was just a mixture between the two. Okay, just imagine Haruka with actual Yu's hairstyle and Haruka's hair color. That's exactly what we saw in that freaking, like, delusional, like, imagination that Haruka had this episode, which is freaking hilarious and adorable. That is just so freaking cute. I don't know what to say. Kawaii desu, okay? That's pretty much all I can say to that. Now, I will say, episode always gives me the feels. It always does. Every time I watch this, it gives me the feels of just doing, oh, you know, because there's just something about this anime that manages to do that every week, even though I've actually gone past the entire aspect that this is a Yuri romance anime. I'm mainly looking forward to the actual series on just the development of the relationships. I mean, I feel like there's so much more growth that Haruka and Yu can have in this series, and we're actually starting to see that. Let me explain why I say this. For one thing, if we get to see at the beginning, they seem to not want to discuss it or even like tell any of the public about it. But now they're starting to express it and hide it behind covers and stuff at the concert. So it's really freaking interesting to get to see something like this. And I feel like they're starting to take more risk, and it'll probably add a drama element later on to actually finding out that the relationship is going to be found out. So, tell me your thoughts on this episode, everybody. Did you enjoy it? Did you hate it? And what did you think about this episode? And what do you feel about over 43 freaking kisses already in 6 episodes? Y'all are a full day or not, wherever you live. Please stay safe. Chibi out.